Gale Force Winds had the privilege to be in conversation with sailors on board HMCS Harry DeWolf while they were deployed in the Caribbean. And welcome to another edition of Gale Force Winds, the Force-8 Hometown Edition, right here on board HMCS Harry DeWolf, Canada's newest warship, and I gotta tell you, it is impressive. We're off the coast of the Turks and Caicos and the Caribbean Sea, and what a pleasure it is to be in conversation with Canadian sailors. And our next guest is a special one. Now, we've talked to the commanding officer, we've talked to the cooks, we've talked to the guys that are running the engines, but it's not often you get to talk to the ship's barber, because every ship needs a barber. Ryan, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Master Sailor Ryan Smith, Marine Technician on board here at HMCS Harry DeWolf. I've been on board since the ship was delivered, and it's been great so far. We had a lot of great trips. I did the circumnavigation when we went around North America, and here I am on Up Carib.
Ryan, where are you from?
I'm from Conception Bay, South Newfoundland.
Conception Bay, South Newfoundland.
So, Ryan, the navigation of the North's not much different than, I guess, what your experience growing up, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
And I can say that coming from St. John's.
It was great going up north. It's something like you don't really expect. You know, a lot of Canadians don't know what it's like up there. It's just being somewhere so remote, and everything from the Northern Lights to polar bears to glaciers. It was an amazing trip up there.
Ryan, tell me what it was like growing up in Conception Bay for you. What were your big motivators and influencers in life?
Well, my grandfather was a fisherman. I grew up on the ocean. I spent my whole life basically out on the ocean, right?
What part of Conception Bay specifically did you grow up in?
Long Pond area.
Okay.
Long Pond
Very
area.
familiar with it.
Yeah, it's just our house was right on the coast there, and we had our boats, and I'd spend my days out on the ocean.
So would you go out the yacht club?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we'd get our boats go through the yacht club and out around the island. We got Kelly's Island, Bell Island, and Little Bell Island. So I'd spend a lot of time out there, and I go back every year cod fishing out there. It's
that
great.
Right?
Yeah.
So Ryan, what was the big motivator to join the Navy? Do you remember that moment?
Well, I think my big motivator was my cousin. He's a bosun, chief bosun out west, and growing up, he was in the Army. I spent a bit of time in the Army too, first when I joined, before the Navy, and he was a big influencer in that. And just ever since I was young, I've been in some sort of organization, from CLB to Army Cadets. So ever since I was 5 years old, I've been in a uniform of some type. So it was, I guess, that's just in my family. And,
Yeah. So you riddled off a whole bunch of things that you do on board. Tell us a little bit about what exactly it is that you do.
So first job, I guess, the Marine Technician. So I look after the propulsion plant. So I'm in the machinery control room, looking after monitoring all the engines, everything from the main engines to our freshwater drinking water systems, the HVAC. So I take care of all that. I'm also a flight deck engineer, so I take care of all the fuel systems and everything for when we land a helicopter here on the deck behind me. I'll fuel the helicopter and everything. So, and I'm also the ship's barber, so I take care of everyone, from the CEO down to the ranks. I take everyone's haircuts.
So, Al, I got this fine young man just gave me a tour of the engine room, and I'll intersperse that footage in for everyone. What I'd really love to do, though, is get a haircut. That'd be something kind of neat. We'd do that on Gale Force Winds as well. But man, you got some tasks on board this ship.
Yeah, I'm a busy man for sure.
Yeah, good for you.
It's good. Keeps me busy, and being at sea, makes time go by a little faster too. So it's good.
I'm not going to lie to you, Jerry, about the haircut. You should probably just start with an estimate before we get right into the haircut, because you got a little bit of work to do there.
Yeah.
Ryan, I got to tell you, buddy, pretty proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Conception Bay South, you're managing a lot of stuff on this ship. That's pretty incredible stuff. And it's clear you love your job. You're quite happy about everything you do.
Yeah.
People seem to look right up to you whenever you walk around. I know that one of the people that we're working with there spoke incredibly highly of you, getting you here. Listen, anything you'd like to say to the folks back home?
I just like to say thank you to my family for all their continued support and everything. I know I make them proud every day, and I can't wait to see them next time I get back.
Yeah.
Well, we want to bring greetings from Canadians, but in your case, we're also, two St. John's boys, are going to bring greetings from Newfoundland.
That's right.
Everyone in Newfoundland and Labrador is incredibly proud of you. Every Canadian is incredibly proud of you. Thanks for doing what you do, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Well, another wonderful edition of Gale Force Winds, Force 8 Hometown Edition, right here on board HMCS Harry DeWolf. What a pleasure it was to be in conversation with Ryan here. This guy is a busy fella, man. He's got a lot of stuff going on board this ship, holding it all together and cutting here part-time to keep everybody looking tip-top. I got to tell you right now, the world needs more HMCS Harry DeWolf. Quite frankly, Canada needs more Ryan Smith. Thanks, Canada.
Yeah.